All right, guys, welcome back. And as you just saw, I have started working in the garage. There's quite a bit of preparation here to do because when they backfilled during the winter, there was still snow and ice on the native soil when they backfilled. So they're basically putting all this fill in on top of snow and ice. And they told me and warned me we can either fill it now or fill it later. But they weren't sure when they'd be able to fill it later, so I just went ahead and had them fill it then. But they told me to make sure I pack it nice before I get ready for my garage slab. So that being said, here's what I did to heat the place. I got tarp over the doors and just miscellaneous plastic, and all of this stuff is from material when it was delivered. So basically, as you can see, I got all sorts of scraps everywhere holding this thing together. So I had a propane heater running in here, one of those turbo heaters, for about 5 days, basically all day long. I went through quite a bit of propane, but got thawed out pretty good. It was pretty toasty in here. So then, as you just saw, I rented a jumping jack and compacted everything, and now I'm moving on to start leveling off and putting in my plastic, which is here, the 10 mil plastic, and my foam. So I think my process here is going to be, since I'm doing this by myself, I leveled these 2 rows off. I'm going to put them down, and then I'm going to roll this plastic back on top, level off the next 2 rows, and then so on and so forth until it's done. And since I don't have a lift anymore, I'm using my truck to bring the material down from off the hill up there. So yeah, that's the process, and hopefully it goes quick. Let's get after it. Day 2 of leveling this off. I only spent a couple hours yesterday to do this. Today my dad's gonna come out and give me a hand, and we'll try to get as much of this as we can. So here we go. So it looks like all of our foam is in, and as you may remember from the basement pour, this was all recycled from the lecture hall from the university here. Instead of doing zip tying the radiant down like I did last time, one of the plumbing wholesalers here, they rent these out or lease them out, I guess, or let you use them if you buy the staples from them. So basically, you want about every 3 feet. You walk up and just boom, it's in place, secured. There it goes, and it's pretty neat how it works. You got, here's a roll of the staples. So this is what the packs come like. That's what it looks like, and then it just literally sticks into the foam and it holds in place. So it's a pretty sweet little deal. So I'm gonna get going here and try to get as much of this radiant staple down as I can. So it, the radiant is all finished up in the garage. As you might have noticed, I ran into a little bit of a problem. So here I started out about 6 inches on center, and as we get further and further over here, I'm closer to a foot, maybe a little bit more than a foot, and then by the garage door I'm back to about 8 inches on center. So what had happened was I started from that end, I was working this way, and halfway through the third roll I realized, it was like, hey, this is not gonna work out, because this was designed or spec'd to have 5 rolls in it at 300 feet. I think they're just a little bit less than 300 feet. And was like, hey, this isn't gonna work out. So I started spacing them out just to get some coverage throughout, you know. Obviously that part of the garage is probably gonna be warmer. Once I get everything started to set up, I can reduce the water flow to those 2 coils there and then make everything more or less consistent. But I'm not gonna be too worried about it. It's just in the garage. If it was in the house, I would probably be tearing it up and redoing it. But yeah, like I said, it's just in the garage, so it's not gonna be too bad. It'll still give me plenty of heat in here, and I'll be able to work on projects or whatever I need to do. And still nothing's gonna freeze, so it'll be just fine. So yeah, there you have it. I got some rebar to throw in here, and then a couple more days, and I think on Thursday we're planning to get the concrete truck out here to get this poured. I started editing my video for the concrete pour, and I realized I didn't even talk about the reinforcement that I used in the garage, or for the garage slab. So this here looks like rebar, but would you be able to do this with a full bundle of rebar? No, you couldn't. So that is 50 sticks right there, and it is not rebar. It's actually this carbon bar. So as you can see, it comes in a 10 mil and a 12 mil, and it's 4 times lighter, 2 times stronger than rebar, and has more tensile strength, and it was actually cheaper. So I was like, I'd be silly to not buy this stuff. The only thing is, you can only use this stuff for flat work, and just like in the garage, that's all it is flat work. So this worked out perfect for me. It's nice and light, easy to work with. Some sort of carbon fiber thing, but some of the older or I guess other manufacturers don't make it like this. This one's got like this black coating, like a resin on top of it, so you're not constantly just getting fiberglass splinters all day long working with it. It's pretty contained within this resin, and you can cut it. I think I just used a grinder cut-off wheel to cut these to length that I needed, and boy, was this stuff easy and painless. So yeah, if you want to check it out, there is their website, and highly recommend using this stuff. Like I said, it's lighter, it's stronger, and it's cheaper, so why not use it? Good morning, guys. It's another beautiful morning here. It's about 7, and in about half an hour the truck should start showing up to give us some mud. So we're gonna start pouring the slab in the garage, which is very exciting. Wanted to show you this real quick. We were supposed to have a high of 81 today, but it's only going to get up to 77. But look at this. Sunday and Monday, snow. And we're in May. Well, we'll see if that actually happens. That'll be interesting to see. So, all right, we'll get the camera set up here and get working. right, guys, here we go. First step onto our concrete. Everything is done. Looks like they cut, I'm not sure if they cut yesterday or if they cut this morning, early this morning. I'm not sure. Got some sweeping to do, clean up all the dust lines here. And then they still got their trailer and some of their equipment here. But yeah, it looks really good. This feels really nice to be able to walk on something solid. So going into the house here, into the mud room, we built this up, the concrete up here, so we had just one step into the house. And I think this one is too high of a step up to pass per the county code. So we'll have to build up some sort of wooden platform or something there to make them happy. But yeah, pretty awesome. So it looks like the wind is blowing down my plastic that I used for heating because all the tarps are off. So I think I'm gonna sweep all this dust and garbage out of here, and I will probably put the tarps back on because it keeps it nice and a lot warmer inside. There's no wind ripping through the house, so I think I will do that. And speaking of garage doors, they are ordered. When we ordered them, we were told they were 6 to 8 weeks out, so we're just waiting on them. I would imagine we maybe 3-4 weeks left, I would imagine, but I don't even remember. And I just need to get a door picked out for here, and then we can get the house all locked up. So that would be awesome. So I'm gonna sweep this up real quick and try to get a better look at it. Okay, the garage is all swept. This dust from cutting concrete is a really fine dust. So unless I go through this and mop it, it's gonna be hard to get all of this stuff up perfectly. So, and I'm sure it's gonna get much dirtier before it gets any cleaner in here. So all the appliances and stuff that came in earlier that are sitting in the house are gonna get moved in here. A bunch of the extra stuff's gonna get moved in here. So yeah, pretty happy that how this turned out. Looks great, feels great to walk on. So yeah guys, thanks for joining me, and catch you on the next one.